It's your girl Cierra from There She Goes, and I am back with another video. Before we get into this video, please make sure that you like, you comment, and you subscribe, and you hit that bell to get notified every single time that I post a new video, or post in the shorts, or post in the community tab. Make sure you follow your girl. Come on. Let's see where I go, right? So I am wanting to go into and tell you guys about Bali, right? Yeah, we're going to talk about Bali. Am I looking at the right? Right there, yeah. We're going to talk about Bali today. So for me, I went to Bali in May of 2022. I went to Bali in May of 2022. I went with a group of people. I did not go solo. I will be going to Bali solo, but it will not be this year or anytime soon. I will be going back to Bali because Bali is everything. I went for 6 nights, 7 days. So 7 days, 6 nights in Bali. I flew from Charlotte to JFK, and then from JFK to Qatar, and then from Qatar to Despar. So at the time in May, I'm not sure if they are updated. I will put at the end of this video the updated requirements to go to Bali. But when I went to Bali, it was, you had to download this app, and I'm gonna put it over here. You had to download this app, and at the time they wanted you to put a lot of information in it. And right before we went to Bali, you only had to put your personal information, like, you know, your name and origin and where you're from, and you also had to be vaccinated, and I believe you had to have a booster. I believe you had to have the booster in order to get into Bali. I definitely know you had to be fully vaccinated, and I believe you had to have the booster. Pretty sure. I'll find out, right? But so I had all of that. And you had to have a COVID test either 24 or 48 hours prior to your arrival to Bali. So I called Qatar Airways beforehand, and I'm like, okay, are we able to, when do I need to show the results? So I need to show my results in JFK, or do I need to show my results in Qatar? They told me I needed to show the results in Qatar. I should be fine to get on a plane in JFK, because at the time I think they didn't need for Qatar, you didn't need to show anything for them, because I was just there for a layover. I wasn't leaving the airport. Answer, wrong. So I go in, I arrive about 4 hours before, 4 or 5 hours prior to my flight leaving. 4 hours, sorry. 4 hours. I end up arriving in JFK from Charlotte about 4 hours prior to my flight leaving from JFK to Qatar. So I'm going to check my bag in, going to get my bag, check it in, and they're asking me to show the documentation. I showed them my rapid. They said, no, ma'am. That lady said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I need the PCR. I said, well, my PCR results have not come back. I got a rapid, and my PCR results will not arrive until, I think they would have arrived by the time I got to Qatar. She said, no, we need to see the PCR results now before, so you can board to go to Qatar, and then you won't have to show anything there. So I'm like, okay. I called the place where I got my tested results. They were like, well, they already are processing, so we can't take the sample in again. You're not here. You would have had to pay. They said the results will be back. They will be in before I got to Qatar. I'm like, I can't do anything with that. I can't do anything with that. I need those results right now. So I end up having to go get a rapid done at JFK. So I end up getting the rapid done, and I go and had the rapid. It would cost me $225. Baby, $225. That was money I could have spent on the trip. So I already was like, oh, I was done, right? I was done. But I needed to. I was going to Bali. I didn't care how much money it was. I'm going to Bali. So I go. It was about an hour, 2 hours. Get the results. Take them in. Check in. I get on the plane. I flew from, like I said, JFK to Qatar. Had a layover there. And then flew from Qatar to Indonesia. When I got there, it is a $35 visa fee. You can pay cash or card. I paid US dollars. They took US dollars, so I paid US dollars. You have to pay for the visa. You have to show them your passport, show that you downloaded that app. Also, you have to show them that you are vaccinated. You have to show them your vaccination card, which I had all of that information. I made it through customs very easy. It was not hard at all. And we got there, probably was like 11 or so at night. And so Indonesia is 12 hours ahead of New York City time, so Eastern Standard Time. So we got there 11 o'clock at night, and it was 11 a.m. at home. It took about 24 hours to travel, 24 plus hours to get from the U.S. to Bali, to Indonesia. So, I'm jet lagged like I don't know what, right? I'm jet lagged like I don't know what. So, I get settled in, and I was staying at the Villa Celebella. We were staying at Villa Celebella, which is breathtaking, very Instagrammable. I will post there like pictures of the area. They have two separate locations, but they're right beside each other. You can literally walk to the other one. And my room, I stayed in the River Villa, which is right there on the river, 2 waterfalls on each side, and then there's like a community on the other side of the river. So I'm on one side of the river, there's a community on the other side of the river. So gorgeous, okay? My room was secluded from everybody else though. So my room was about, I am not gonna lie, it was about 3 or 4 flights of stairs away from everyone. I was the whole place was in the heart of the jungle, but I personally was in the heart of the jungle. I was in the heart of it. So, I have, but I had my own private pool. I had all of that stuff. So they have the Dreamscape, Villa Celebella Dreamscape, and they also have just the original Villa Celebella. And both sides have infinity pools. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So while I was there, of course, I had the floating breakfast. I had the flower bath. I had all of that stuff. It was absolutely beautiful. They also offer cinema under the stars, where they'll put up a projector screen. They will put up a projector screen, and you could have cinema under the stars. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Like it's breathtaking. Like Villa Celebella, it literally is Instagrammable. Like it is gorgeous there, right? And the staff, you would get your own butler for each room. Each villa has its own butler. My butler was Suka. I love Suka to this day. I love Suka. Shout out to Suka. And our driver, absolutely amazing. They offer driver services. They offer tour services. It's a one-stop shop. Like it's unlimited. Like it's one-stop shop at Villa Celebella. It is so amazing. So each room has its own butler. So and my butler was like he was a wonderful photographer. He took pictures of me too while I was there, and so I'll drop some of those photos here that I took on the property. So like I said, I took a flower bath, which is very popular in Indonesia. Also I had the floating breakfast. So I'm going to be posting over here to the side videos and pictures from that. And we also had a group dinner, which was absolutely amazing. We also went to a restaurant where it was like on the beach, kind of like, and we ate there. They had hookah, and the food was good. Super super good. Good drinks. Also, I think they had so it was like different. So it was like it was infused hookah. So, and where the water would normally be in a hookah, you could have like a sangria, or you could have tequila sunrise. So when you're drinking, smoking, it was really really good. I liked it. Also, we went to the elephant forest. Well, I'm sorry, the elephant sanctuary and the monkey forest as well while we were there. You will hear a story. I will have a story time after this video about the monkey forest. But the elephant sanctuary that we went to was absolutely beautiful. I connected with the wonderful elephant. He was so gorgeous. He was so handsome. Oh, I love the elephant that I took pictures with. And I am very big on connecting in energies. You will figure that I'm very big on connection and energies. I looked at my elephant in the eye, and it looked me in the eye, and I just connected with that elephant. I didn't want to take pictures with any other elephants. My elephant actually had gotten the water. It was playing, doing everything else. I didn't want the other one. No, I wait. I'm gonna take pictures with that one. That's the one I want to take pictures with. And I have grown to have an obsession with elephants lately. After that. But I took pictures there, and I'll put the name of where we went to. Always over here, right? So I'll put the name there, and you actually can stay there on the property. You can bathe, you can swim with the elephants, you can feed them. They have food there. They have a restaurant there on the property. You can get gelato ice cream, and like I said, you actually stay on the property with the elephants there. Like, it was amazing. We didn't stay there, but you can stay and have lodging there on the property as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, so we went, like I said, we went to the elephant sanctuary, went to the monkey forest, and again, I had a good time at the monkey forest. I did. You'll hear, like I said, it's a story time after this video about the monkey forest, so please stay tuned. If you want to hear about my story at the monkey forest, and you want to hear about what happened, yeah, you're going to watch the next video. Hello, that's why you gotta hit that bell. So our driver had took us one day to get like a local lunch, and it was only like $2 to get a full lunch. Like, when I tell you, it was like, I can't even get a fry. Like, I can't even get a good fry and a McDouble at McDonald's for $2, let alone like rice, chicken, beans, a lot of different things that we had. I think I took a picture of it. If I did, I'll put it on over here as well. But if not, just take my word for it, baby. But yes, the food in Bali, I did not have a bad meal at all. I did not have one bad meal. Villa Celebella, that they know how to cook that food, okay? Here's some pictures of the food that I ate there. And this is from Villa Celebella. This is at Villa Celebella alone. So good. Do you hear me? So good. So good. So afterwards, so we end up going to, the Canto, Lampo. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I will put the name of the waterfall that we went to. Epic waterfall. Epic waterfall. I love that waterfall. It is very rocky when you are there. So I do recommend for you not to like play around. Like, I suggest to have water shoes, to be honest, because it was very rocky, and you need to make sure you bring your own towel. It's very rocky. I believe it is free. I believe it's free to get into the waterfall. So all of our activities that we did were included, except like the restaurants. We did have to pay for our own food there, but our transportation around with the group trip was included. Like I said, breakfast and dinner were included at Villa Celebella. Lunch, we had to pay for our own. Any, outside excursions that we might have done, or activities that we did outside of that, shopping, of course, things like that. We went to the market. Of course, we had to pay for our own souvenirs and things. So, yeah. So, we did go to the market. They are aggressive. Okay. And I'm not sure if it's because they had just reopened, and that's why, because the country had been closed for a very long time, and Bali is really a tourist country. It's a very touristy city, and country. So I'm like, is that the reason why? Or I'm not 100% sure, but it was very, very, very they were very aggressive, and I wouldn't say to the point where they like grab you or anything, but it would really like in your face. So if you're not prepared for that, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Prepare yourself and the others, okay, because they will be on you. Also, we went to a restaurant called El Cabron, and that had a beautiful sunset. That sunset was gorgeous. It has a pool, and you can go in the pool of the restaurant and eat and everything. It was so nice. Like, I love that restaurant. The food was good. The environment was good. The people were good. Like, service in Bali was excellent. I don't think I have one bad complaint about my service in Bali at all. Like, it was really, really good. So we went there. We also went to the Bali Swings. When I tell you, so we paid for the photographer at the Bali Swings. Like I said, all these activities were included. Of course, like, you had to pay for your own food and things, but so the transportation, everything was included. So we get to the Bali Swings, and it's already covered. But you had the option, I think it was like maybe like $20 to pay for photographer, like the professional photographers. But they would take pictures of you, and you would get them afterwards, of course. But they would also take your phone and do video, and you would just tip them. So I did, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll pay the 20. When I tell you, I don't even know how they, like, I don't even know how they did it on my phone. I'm sitting here looking like, how I wish I would have asked them, like, okay, how did you do it from slow to fast, back to slow? How do you do it from fast to slow to back to fast? Like, how did you do this video? Like, because I am sitting up here like, this is my phone. How do you know more about my phone than I do? Right? Right? How do you know more about my phone than I do? But the videos that I got in Bali were absolutely amazing at the Bali swing. So when we got there extremely early. And we were the first. I think we maybe had like one or two people there prior to us, or we were the first. No, we were the first people there. We were the first people there, and by the time we left, it started to get crowded. So I suggest get there early, because you will be waiting, and everything is outside, so you will have to wait if you are. But we didn't have to wait at all. We were the first ones there. It was absolutely amazing. I would definitely do, even if I do, whenever I go back to Bali, I am definitely going to do the Bali swing again, because I had an amazing time. Like, I was nervous, and it gives you the illusion that you are like up in the air a little bit more than what you are. Like, it gives that illusion like you're dangling, but you really are secure. They make sure that you're okay. They make sure you're safe. And the video quality, everything was amazing. I highly recommend the Bali swings for anybody who is going, right? So we also went for water purification, which is very big in Indonesia, in that area. So the country is a Hindu country, so that is very big in the Hindu religion. So we did go there as well, and it was a wonderful experience. I will say it was a very wonderful experience, because it helped me to, and that's one thing I love about travel, because it helps me to understand other cultures, other religions, just other people's way of thinking and living, right? And it helps you take that stigma off of how you perceive people in a lot of times, in a lot of ways. So we also went to the coffee I want to say, like, field. Is it field? Is it a field? I don't know if it's a field, but I know it was like a coffee place we went to. Coffee is very big for there. I like the coffee. I brought several things back. So I brought some saffron tea, some ginger and lemon tea, some ginger tea, and an avocado coffee. All of those were good. It was another one that I think I wish I had gotten, and I think it's Langstone. I can't remember, but it was another one that I wish I had got, which was so good. And I wish I had brought it back. But we went on a tour there, which our driver had took us to right after the water purification, and we went there. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness, Bali is an experience that I think every person in their life should go to. To be honest, I've had Bali on my list for a very, very long time, and there's so many things that I haven't seen in Bali that like I said, I want to go, and I am going to go back to experience. Those are just some of the things that we actually experienced while I was there in Bali. It's just a little bit about my experience in Bali. It's a beautiful country. I shall say it again. If you have any questions about like tours or things like that, I will drop down the names of the people who are there. So my driver, he does tours. Also also Suka, he does tours. I'll drop down the name of Villa Bella down in the comment section, so that you can go onto Instagram and you can follow them, and you can hit them up and see their content, or you can also hit up go to Villa Bella's website and see what they have as well, just to see their pictures and the location and everything. It's super gorgeous, right? So hopefully you like my video about Bali. If you are wanting to know about a story time, baby, that story time is going to be hilarious. So I hope you go and check it out right after this video. That will be the next video dropping, will be the Bali story time. So please stay tuned. So again, please make sure that you stay tuned, that you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell, and just stay rocking with your girl. And again, this is your girl Cierra from There She Goes, and I will be back with another one. Bye, y'all.